Yo, what's up? Thanks for watching the V Bodybuilding Show, brought to you by ProSups. Got special guest host today, E-double-L-E, Fox Delalo. That's L Fox Delalo, in case you don't know. What's going on, Elle?
Hi, how are you? Big thanks to my sponsor, Serious Nutrition Solutions, and his sponsors.
What are you doing? Stealing my ProSups thunder again? Jesus Christ. Anyways, we're here at the Mecca Metroflex. Happy to announce one of our favorite guests ever, Alicia Coates, in the house. Just placed 7th at the Arnold. I had her higher. We're going to talk about what happened there and what's next for the champ, Alicia Coates, in the house.
Yeah.
What's up, girl?
Hi.
How's it going?
How are you, Miss Elle? Good.
Thanks for coming back on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
The new show.
Yes.
So you go from one interview to another interview.
This is great.
Are you exhausted?
No, this is fine. I had Chipotle before I got here, so I'm energized.
Oh, good. So you were at the Arnold.
Yeah.
7th place. Not too shabby.
No.
You know, I was like screaming that you were going to win that. But talk about the show a little bit.
The show was a great experience. If anybody talks about me placing 7th, I always look back and think like Aaron Stern and Nicole Wilkins, the best in the sport, made it like 9th and 11th at their first Arnold. So 7th to me was like, that's awesome.
Amazing.
And you know, Nicole after that came back to win it the next year. So anything can happen after this. You know, the Olympia is an open book. So the word politics comes in a lot, but I don't. You know, we don't talk politics. We're just going to be look your best, come in your best, and do your best.
You train hard.
Eat hard. Work hard. Everything. Exactly.
Right. Well, you know, I think you're the next up-and-coming star. I think you're going to be Miss Figure Olympia. I really do, and I'm not just saying that because we're friends and
That
you do
would
our
be
show.
amazing.
I know, I really know this, actually. It's not really a thought, it's a knowing within me, a certainty. So,
Elle's so
It's true.
sweet.
It's true.
I mean
It's
it.
true. I mean, you're awesome.
Thanks.
But last time we interviewed you, I think it was at the after you won the Felicia Romero Pro-Am, right?
No. Oh yeah, backstage. Just
Yeah.
one the last time we did it.
Yeah, we talked to you then.
So after that, I had to put in my application for the Arnold. I didn't even know if I was going to get accepted, so I kind of started having a little bit of fun with food for Christmas, and then we found out the week before Christmas about getting accepted, so it was like game time. We had to be on point.
So a week before Christmas.
Yeah, it was probably
That's
about
great
then.
timing.
It was fast. It was actually pretty quick. But yeah, you have to send in, you know, headshots and an application, and they choose you internationally throughout all these schools around the world.
Yeah, so it's a different kind of a qualification process because I know the Olympia, if you win or you get enough points, then you qualify to compete for Olympia. But the Arnold is different.
Strictly invite.
Invite only. Okay, I was under the impression that you could still qualify with points or win, but it's actually all invite
So
only.
actually, the only person that did go to the Arnold that didn't have to apply is the winner of nationals at the end of the year in Florida. So Alicia Martiz, I believe is her last name. She won, turned pro, and her pro debut was the Arnold. So she was, you know, we were talking backstage. She was freaking like, this is a big stage to be on for your first show.
Right.
So
How'd
that's. I want to say she came in 11th, which isn't bad. Yeah, 11th or 13th, and there was 16 or 17 of us. It was a great show. I mean, you learn a lot at shows that level, at caliber. It was very
It was cool.
different.
I mean, Whitney Jones, you know, she's she trains you out of
Yeah,
Easy Pro Physique.
Yes, Whitney, Easy Pro.
She took 8th in fitness.
She did, yes. Her physique was great. Her routine was very well. You know, she talked briefly about how when she got there, we got to walk the stage to kind of time like our walking and how we were going to look. And she just like pictured the stage being too small, and I think mentally that kind of got to her. She talks about that a bit, like with her routine, and it's a different place to be. So you know, you train in a studio for fitness; it's way different.
And Elle, you were there. You saw her practicing for her routine.
yeah, I saw her doing her, it was amazing. I mean, she's amazing. But
At the studio,
yeah, at the studio. I've seen her, you know, doing it behind the scenes, and so obviously when it comes to life on stage, it's amazing. But even though she had her feeling that it was going to be too short, she still rocked it out.
She killed it.
She
Yeah,
did an amazing job. So
she, you know, she was very happy for her first Arnold as well. I thought she had been there before until we were getting ready
I
to
thought
go.
she had been there before too.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's comfortable for her.
For
Like,
fitness,
got this,
she's
you know?
she's done a lot really fast. You know,
Sure has.
so
She's done like 4 shows.
she's going to Spain. She's going to Spain
Wow.
for the show. She's going to
course.
Germany for the Fitspo. I want to say she's going to Germany. I'm not sure. Or not Spain. Excuse me. Brazil. She's leaving to go to Brazil in 8 weeks. So
Cool.
yeah. So she's excited about
Who's
that.
going to hold down the fort at AZ Pro?
I don't know.
You?
Damien's going with her. It's going to be a party. So.
Awesome.
I bet.
I'm coming. We're coming.
Elle and I train there, so it's going to be crazy. Yeah.
Awesome. We'll have to do another on location
Oh,
out there.
Jesus.
We love it out there. Though, so.
The after hours of AZ
That's
Pro.
well, you're on the east side, so you drove about an hour to get here today.
Yeah, I just moved to Central Phoenix from the West Valley. So.
Oh, you just moved. Now you're
Yeah.
so now you're closer.
I'm in the Biltmore.
You are.
I'm so jealous.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that is my dream location.
It's nice, yeah.
Biltmore
Good
area.
for you.
My boyfriend and I just moved over there, so I'm very excited.
Oh,
it was
that's
a good
so cool.
move. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
So placing 7th. Now you're preparing for another show. It was kind of funny what you said about the Tampa Pro.
Yeah.
As that's where you're thinking Sacramento possibly, and then maybe Tampa. Is
Yeah,
that-
possibly Sacramento, and then I think Sacramento's July-ish. I'm not sure. The shows I get mixed up sometimes. There's so many shows on the list. But Tampa is almost a for sure that's going to be right before the Arnold. So, or I mean the Olympia. Sorry. So,
Right before, a month before the Olympia.
yeah,
so.
a month before the
Which
Olympia.
is perfect
But you're-
timing.
Yeah.
So for any tweaks and changes you need.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you because if this is just me, and what do I know? I'm a big nobody. But if it was me, I'm qualified for the Olympia. I just want to win it on that show. Screw the other shows and just focus on that. What's the whole thing with doing Sacramento and doing Tampa and putting your body through that? Why not just hone in on the
You
Olympia?
kind of want to come in and in a way size up some people. I'm just kidding. No.
She's
like,
not
I want
kidding.
to scare some people. I'm waiting for those shows closer to the Olympia so I can put on some maturity through this few months. It's going to take time to be a mature athlete with my, I've been competing for just a year. So, but I think closer it gets, you kind of go to these shows and you try to knock a few girls out and it's just, you got to be competitive up to the Olympia. You want to show your face. So, you don't want to be, I'm not at the level where I own titles. I don't have Figure International. I don't have the Olympia title. Those girls only do 2 shows a year, the Arnold and the Olympia.
Sure.
I'm not there yet. I need to still make my place.
I love how she says yet because that's so true.
Someday,
You're not there yet.
one day. That's
She
the whole
knows, as
goal.
long as she knows it, it's going to happen. And that's
And
all
you're
you
20,
need.
what?
27.
27 years old now.
She doesn't even look 27. Girl, you look so young.
I'm a baby.
She looks amazing,
Thank
though.
you.
No,
Your
we have.
muscular maturity, though, for 27 is impressive.
Thank you.
Impressive, so.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about briefly, being next to Ava on stage and some of the girls that are veterans that have been lifting for 10, 15 years, competing for 5 to 10 years.
A lot more muscle
I've
on
been
those
doing
girls.
this for a year. It's
Just for a short amount. But I mean,
it's
you're
the quality of how you take care of your body through these preps. A lot of girls have a hard time. You have to take care of yourself and make sure that for the longevity of your career in this sport, you can't get burnt out. You just can't.
What
It's
emphasis
very
do you,
true.
What emphasis do you put on a percentage? And I asked you on the other show, I just want to ask it again. Do you put on your training versus your nutrition? For me, I think it's like 80% nutrition.
Yeah.
I hear most pros come on, they say it's 50-50. What's your
I would have to say 50-50 again because
I need to change the way I think about that, I think.
No, I mean, I train really hard, but I still get the ability to have a Pop-Tart sometimes, have a donut here and there.
So are you a macros girl?
A little bit. We're
She's
getting
a
on
macros
that.
girl. I thought she was a bros girl.
Yeah.
A bros, girl.
I'm gonna go stand in the corner.
I started learning macros just recently. I'll be quite honest, it's not something I've done through other preps. And during this off period before Tampa and the Arnold, or the Olympia, I keep saying Arnold, before the Olympia,
It's in your mind.
I just need to introduce some foods back into my body so I can be mentally healthy.
Sure, yeah.
You
that's
can
important.
develop issues being on a diet regimen plan. I tell a lot of girls, if you don't, kind of have fun with life a little bit and eat things here and there's problems that can happen eating-wise, disorders. There's people have issues with that. So to be mentally healthy, I think macros is a great way. And I know you do macros, Elle. It's just a great way to have things here and there and fit it within the realms of portions.
So, I mean, for me, I would think a macros would work on an off-season prep for myself. If I was getting into, 8 weeks out or 6 weeks out now, the last thing I'm going to do is have a Pop-Tart. I might have a cheat meal because
you
a
would
cheat meal
think that. You would think that, but for my body type, and even a lot of people talk about, we see Whitney at the gym eating, bagels. She eats Chipotle.
Well,
she's
Whitney's a
beast.
freak of nature, okay? She's like a genetic freak, a mutant.
Chips.
She is a little perfect.
She's awesome.
At the point we're at, our metabolism's so efficient, it's crazy. We can expend those type of sugars right after workouts. We just can. And a lot of girls I tell this to, it's not for everybody. When I started out Bikini, I was not having a Pop-Tart after workouts ever. And when I started getting into figure and developing mass and holding mass and just, you know, getting ready for shows, I still have Pop-Tarts, you know.
I think it's the longevity of how you've had your physique and how long you've had your physique.
Exactly.
And if you've had your physique and you've really built that muscle mass, that's when you can start playing around with your macros and your food. Before that, though, when you're just growing and becoming into yourself, you can't really play around too much because you have to build that foundation before.
Exactly, and that's a good point. You know, I always look back on how I trained for bikini, and it was nothing compared to how I do figure now at all.
What's the main thing? Because I've trained mostly women for bikini and a few for figure, and the main difference that I've noticed is that I'm like, okay, we'll just do some circuit training on the upper body, and the rest of it is all cardio and lower body. That's it. Is that true? For
no,
you,
I mean I cycle everything. You know, I do legs twice a week, I do shoulders twice a week, and I do back twice a week. I have one off day, and that off day I'm still productive. I'm doing abs, I'm doing glutes, I'm doing calves. For figure, for your structure exactly, you need to have shape. You just need to stay shapely. Bikini, in all respects, they have to be very shapely, but they don't have to be as muscular, obviously, and have you know, the striation that figure needs to have. So you need to have maturity behind that, or else when you start to pull in and diet in for a show, you'll be flat. You know, you just will.
Nothing left once you diet it down
exactly
to whatever you've worked hard for. So.
Yeah, and there's a lot of bikini girls I know off season that like bulk. They want to get full, so when they need to come back down, they stay full in the right areas, but they're not striated and they're not, you know, cut and defined.
You ask a bikini girl what's shaking, they better say nothing, right?
Exactly. Those glutes need to be high. Yeah.
Hi.
Well, let's talk about your contest history because it's a great story. It reminds me a little bit of Alicia Romero, who you know very well.
Yeah.
And you know, you started out here. You did your first show as a natural Western Classic
In November.
No, you did the Western Regional. Then.
Yeah, Western Regional.
And you got third in bikini.
No, that was first for bikini.
Oh, you
so
won the
first
bikini.
place in bikini. I was qualified for nationals in bikini.
Okay, and then did you go? You didn't go to nationals.
I didn't. So I took the transfer to figure and came back in March.
And rewind here.
Yeah.
Now she wins in bikini. Obviously, she's really good at bikini, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'll do figure.
I was not really good.
Why?
My structure just had.
But you got first in bikini, so what was like, did your coaches tell you that?
I think it's a calling. Like, I think it's a calling. The coaches, and then inside yourself, you're like, this just wasn't me. You know where you belong.
So you wanted to do the mandatories.
I actually,
like figure.
I'll be quite honest, I did not want to do figure. And you know Damien. He saw me at bikini for posing, and he saw my back and my waist, and he's like, your structure's for figure. It just, you're cute in bikini, Alicia, and don't get me wrong, you look good on stage, and your short hair is edgy. But the way that you'll bring, and he always uses this, you're just going to bring an edginess to figure, a different look. He was so right.
And he's always like very honest.
He had this vision, and when he brought it, you know, he brought it in. It was like everyone's like, she has a different look for figure. I'm like, how did you know? You know, he just knew.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So then you went. What happened after that? Then?
So bikini was first. I went March to the natural show. That was figure. That was third.
That's when you got third.
And my boyfriend who's standing over there was like so angry. He's like, this is horse crap.
That bull crap.
He was so mad, and he's like, I don't want you doing this anymore. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm third place.
I'm just getting started, she said.
Yeah, third place. I'm going to nationals, and I took it and went to junior nationals, turned pro, won my pro class.
So your first national show, she gets a pro card.
Totally deserving, though.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I talk about this. I was really lucky. You look at the score sheets. I tied with another girl. One judge loved me and made me pro. So, you know, I could have been back in the realms. I tell girls all the time, you just never know your look. The girl who I tied with had a totally different look than me. I don't know how we tied, but we did.
Well, Elle had the same thing in 2010. Yeah. She tied.
I didn't come in first, though.
Yeah, they had to make a choice between her and, who was it?
Rachel Lavanger. She's also from here.
I don't even remember her name, but
she's a sweet girl.
Yeah, she's a BYD, I think. Yeah. And Randy Blocker.
Yeah, so, and then I had, you know, Kentucky. And I remember seeing two girls that were at the Junior Nationals with me. We were in the overall class. They were at Kentucky with me, and I beat them.
Awesome.
And it was crazy because their you know, their input from the judges were that they had the look, and everyone thought that a couple of them were going to come in and just destroy me. But I came in, had built all that year to be full enough, and it was pretty cool that I beat them.
Yeah.
I just remember reading forums like, she's not going to, you know, do much yet. She's still a baby, and I came in and won. So.
Was that a driving force to you? Because that would have just motivated the hell out of me.
I love being the underdog.
Exactly.
Even in high school,
like, oh,
I
you don't think I can do this?
Yeah, I love
show
being
you.
the underdog. So
That's cool.
coming into Felicia was the same way. You know, we'll see how she looks. She's going against a few veteran girls, and we'll see what happens.
You won that.
And I won that. And then went to the
She just keeps going.
She's
She's on a roll here,
a lot of success in a very short time. So I mean, you're skyrocketing through, and I'm surprised. I mean, we were talking a little bit before because I gave you one of the tank tops that we have, and Pro Subs is on it, 6-pack bags, my oatmeal, and I'm like, oh, you probably can't wear it because you're with Diamond Ties, but you're not with Diamond Ties.
I'm not. I decided not to go with Diamond Ties in November. That's a decision that my manager and I made. And for the best, you know, they have a great company, and I'm friends with all the groups still. A lot of the reps here in Arizona. Andy Heyman, you know, Aaron Stern and I had a good conversation last year at the...
Jamie Heyman is crazy as he looks in his pictures.
He is, and he's a great
He
camera
does
guy,
look
though.
crazy, I know.
He's awesome. His wife is amazing. His kids are super cute. I just saw him and his son at the Arnold. They were walking around taking photos. And, you know, he's in his outfits. So he grabs people by the neck, and like, that's a picture. Yeah. But I'm in good contact with them, but no, I do not have a sponsor. So, no sponsors.
Alicia Coates does not have a sponsor.
Free.
Oh my goodness. I
You
don't
know,
know.
my manager, James, and I, we have spoken to a few companies. It's not like people haven't approached us. We just, you know, just nothing has fallen in and into place. And with time comes opportunities. And yeah, you know.
Well, you deserve the best, so wait for the best. Wait for the best.
I'm just patient.
You're going to wait for the best. I mean, you're just going to be in red and black and Pro Subs, right?
There we go. I know a lot of close-up guys I follow on Instagram, so hey.
That's right.
Hey.
That's right. Well, if you didn't see our first episode we had with Alicia Coates, it's actually my old co-host Mike and I did it. It was episode 20. And I was so surprised because Alicia Coates, you know, in high school was not what she is now. She wasn't an athlete. She was, you know, a skateboarder, you know, wearing no makeup.
Track, but
and
yeah, I wasn't doing what I do now.
you know, you ran track. That's right. You did run track. But you were into skating. You were listening to Slipknot and.
I was a little punker.
Yeah, and even your mom was like, "Is this what's going
wrong
on
with you?"
Right?
Yeah, my mom. She's actually very proud of me.
She came to the show too.
She
right?
came to Felicia's show. She's very happy to see me. You know, she's always happy to see me win. Obviously, she was bummed about the Arnold, but I told her I can't win them all, and it's good to lose some and win some, and you grow from those.
If you had to lose the Arnold though to go win the Olympia, wouldn't you take that?
I would actually.
Let's call it that then. Let's just say this is for good. This is your
the
change
changing
here.
of the guard
Exactly.
here. You know.
But yeah, a lot's changed, and I kind of found my way. That's actually, she wrote me a card before I left for the Arnold, and it's like, I'm glad that you found your way, like your thing. So yeah, it meant a lot.
So no more. I don't want you on a Sector 9 skateboard because what if you did road rash or something?
I want to be on a Sector 9 skateboard. Road rash is the way to go.
I love that. Next time I'm going to bring my boards down and we're going to have to, you know,
That
find
has
a
to be
hill
in the
and-
next interview. We're going to go to Squaw Peak Mountain, which is the last place I crashed on the mountain. It was bad news. The doctor thought I was in a motorcycle accident because it was so bad.
Yeah, we'll put that
gosh.
in.
But we'll go there and we'll be wrapped in pillows. We'll go down.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll go down the hill,
Sounds
but we
like
won't go down.
And Elle's
I
gonna
might
be
just watch.
Yeah, Elle will be at the bottom like go.
Yeah, I'll just be the cheer. I mean, I know. Now I'd probably join in on that.
Yeah.
I grew up riding like dirt bikes and stuff. I was crazy.
Oh,
so.
there you go. You know how to get dirty. We'll do it.
So are you doing anything different now for these shows? I mean, are you just going to listen to Damien? Has his protocol changed at all, or is it pretty much stay the course?
No, it's changed a lot.
Yes.
The way that I'm eating, the way that I'm lifting now. We took all the input from the judges at the Arnold, all the forums on bodybuilding.com. We listened to kind of everybody that has an opinion to kind of look at things, and you know, I'm all for it. I need to grow. So, you know, I'm training different. We'll just say that, yes.
Yeah. A little bit heavier?
A little bit. Olympia's going to be a new package. So I got a lot of room to grow. I'm still baby, so.
Yeah.
Well,
sure
we're
are.
so excited
Thank
to see
you.
where you come in with
Thanks.
Olympia and maybe the show before. So
Yeah.
Right on.
we expect nothing less than first place.
That's
great.
right. Well, thank you again for
Thanks
coming
for
on.
having
I know that
me.
you got to probably get on the road here. You've had all these interviews, and
It's been so much fun, though.
it is.
know.
It
So
is.
happy to see
So
you.
Al Fox Delalo, Alicia Coates, Vincent VJ Hils on the V Bodybuilding shows, brought to you by Pro Subs, 6-pack bags, and my oatmeal. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.